What up, guys? Today I'm playing some Battlefield 3 and on Caspian's Border Conquest, and I'm going to do some tank gameplay. But this is more like squad-based kind of tank gameplay where you have 3 people in the tank with you, and I'll try to give you guys some good tips when you're doing that. The first thing you're going to see me do is go to my tank and make sure I have guided shells on my tank. And the other 2 things I have are, thermal and tank armor. If you're playing with 4 guys, it would be nice if the 4th guy, whoever can't get into the tank, uh, gets reconned and gets that laser sight and plants it somewhere on the map. Um, if he does that, then you can actually just use your tank shells to shoot at choppers or another tank by locking onto it. You won't have to switch over to your guided shells to actually try to shoot a chopper down or shoot at a tank. So right now it's just me. I'm just waiting for my friends to spawn on me. There's one of them right now. And when you first play this game, or when you first start off, the point you want to go to is either C or B right away. Most of the time, most people will go to D right away, or B. And I usually either try to get B or C. And right here, I just decided to get C. And then once you get that, most of the time, if the other team's over there getting B, you can catch them trying to come over to C, and get them that way. So right now I got the full tank. One guy's on the machine gun, the other guy's in the 3rd seat. That just allows you to lock on to whatever you're looking at, whether it be a chopper or another tank or even a jeep. And right here I'm just trying to make my way over to the B, and my friend tells me that there's a chopper coming to my left, so I slow down, and then I kind of back up, switch over to my guided shells. Now it takes him time to lock on, and then once he locks on, it takes me a couple seconds to lock on. And right there, I locked on, I shot him. You can see he shot his flares, but it didn't affect the guided shell at all. It just went right through it and just hit the chopper. So right now I'm just going to get B, and the thing you want to do, whoever's in the 3rd seat should be the guy that jumps out and fix the tank if we ever take damage. Just because the guy on the machine gun, you want to make sure he stays in there just in case someone tries to run up on us. He can shoot him that way, and he can just keep an eye out on anything that's going on around us. So that's always a good idea. But in this case, my friend that was in the 3rd seat, he wasn't an engineer, so the guy on the machine gun kind of had to jump out and fix everything. See, right there, we took that tank out pretty fast. It's pretty easily. Right here, my friend jumps out because he wants to fix the tank, but he didn't tell me. And you want to make sure you communicate, whoever's driving the tank, that if you are the guy that's going to fix it, before you jump out, make sure you tell the guy that, alright, I'm going to jump out and fix it. Just make sure you don't drive off. I do that every now and then. A lot of people do that. It's all about communication. You want to make sure you tell the guy that, alright, I'm going to fix the tank. Don't drive off. So it's always good to communicate. And the guy on the in the 3rd seat, that locks onto everything, and most of the time he's just looking around in the air, but again, he can look around as well. Just make sure no one runs up behind us trying to put C4 on us as well. And that's what the guy on the turret's supposed to do anyways. But again, it's always good to have 2 eyes looking around rather than just one. So right now, I see we got most of the points. So I'm going to move up here, guys. Just to see if I can get their chopper. Once it comes out their spawn, I can just lock onto it right away and get them that way. Now, a good way to make sure you lock onto people. See right here, the chopper goes too high, and my friend can lock onto him, but I can't just because he's too high up. But what you want to do is just make sure you, you keep an eye on him as well as you can, and make sure the guy on the turret is still looking around, making sure no one's running up on you as well. But right there, we're able to lock onto him, and once I locked onto him, I kept driving forward, just because I didn't want that lock to. Again, if it's too far away, like the lock will disappear, and you won't be able to hit your target. And right there, I saw a guy shoot a rocket at me. I know he's over there. And again, this is why I like the thermal, just because the soldier right there, he's all highlighted, so you can actually see where he is. Again, that's why I like the thermal, just because it's a lot easier to spot, tanks, choppers, or again, individual soldiers running around. It makes things a lot easier, I think. And again, right here, we lock onto a Jeep. You can actually lock onto Jeeps, but I think he ran around that mountain, so we weren't able to get him that time. Right here, I see they're taking over B, so I want to make sure I head back over there before they take too many points over. Again, this is a very effective way to control any kind of conquest map, especially with air vehicles. If you're playing with friends and you want to roll in the tank together and do this, is a very easy way to just control the whole map and make it hard for the other team to do anything, really. Right here, again, I saw those two guys running in front of me right there, just because I had the thermal, and I was able to tell the guy on the turret as well where to look. So. But again, right here, I see they're taking these points, so I want to make sure I come back here and try to get these points taken back, and then head back over to A where I was before, and try to hold that down as best as I can. So we get B. Now I'm just gonna go head back over to D. And when you're ever taking over a point, you don't really want to sit still, especially if you're in a tank, just because anybody can just run up on you or shoot at your backside. You want to make sure you never really get shot at the backside of the tank, because that's the weak spot, and it's never good when you get shot in the back. So just whenever you're taking over a point, just make sure you're moving around and looking around. Make sure the guy that's on the gun turret's looking around as well, not just staring off in one spot. See right there, he was looking around. He was able to see that guy running up right there and kill him. So now I see that we got most of the points, so I'm just going to head back over to the right side of the where A is, way off in the grass there, and try to hold that down as best I can. Because again, a lot of people with Jeeps or even tanks will go that way to get the B, so I just want to make sure they don't do that. Again, right here, I roll up onto B, and I wouldn't have seen this guy if it wasn't for the thermal, most likely. I mean, again, I can't tell you how good the thermal is, in my opinion. Again, you can see mines, you can see vehicles, and again, you can see soldiers just running around that you probably wanted if you didn't have it. Right here, we almost tried to lock onto that chopper, but again, he was coming at us, so we weren't able to get him. And this is why you don't really want to focus on the chopper too much, just in case you get shot like I did right there. You want to make sure you know where it's coming from and all that. So right now my friend jumped out, he fixed this, so I'm going to move up, because I know there's a tank up here. Right there, I kind of get on the incline, so I can't really shoot at him, so I move up and then my friend gets out to fix us. This is what I usually do when I'm shooting at a tank. I go to my shell, I shoot once, I switch over to my guided shell, lock on, and shoot them that way as well. So right there, my friend's fixing us, but he doesn't realize that the tank's fully healed, so it takes him a while to actually realize that. Now he jumps back in, so we move up here. And we see we're getting a lock on up there, so I'm trying to drive up there. I think it's just a Jeep though, and I don't think there's anybody even in it. Or if there was, he jumped out once I shot it. And then somehow I get a team kill right there. I don't know. I guess he jumped in that Jeep I just shot and it blew up. I'm not sure. But right there, there's a chopper in the air, but again, we're too far away, so I'm trying to move up so we can actually lock onto him. Again, the chopper's still too far away, but I kind of want to be on this hill just in case he tries to go too high. I can kind of back up and aim at him. But right here, he's coming at us. My friend locks onto him. I lock onto him, but again, he, does that dives down and the locks just go away, so we didn't get a chance to actually hit him. And then right here, I see a Jeep coming, so I try to lock onto him. But again, I'm on that hill, so I wasn't able to actually lock on, so I just switch over and just shoot him with my tank shell. And again, another good reason to have that guy in the third seat is just because he can spot things before you do as well. So right there, I'm just trying to get that tank blowed up. I'm pretty sure the guy jumped out. Which he does right there. I try to shoot him. You can see him running. Point it right at him, but I miss. And that's pretty much it for this video, guys. So I hope it helped you out a little bit. And thanks for watching.